Hello, my friends. Chef Blondie here. Welcome to the SFH Test Kitchen. Today, we're going to be making a hearty Tuscan Portobello Stew. I've not made this before, but it looked enticing to me. It's, a meatless soup, and let's just give it a go. Right? It's Tuscan inspired. It has the rustic flavors of Tuscany. And it's perfect for Lent, and that's coming up next week. It's meatless, but it's very nourishing at the same time. And it's farmhouse simplicity, which I really like. It's quick and it's easy. And this is why I think that you're going to love it. Because it's healthy, it's satisfying, it's rich, and has earthy flavors, especially with these portobellos here. Oh, I love portobellos. It's ideal for vegetarians and days of abstinence where you're not going to have any meat. And it makes for a cozy family dinner on a cold, wintry day. And we're still in winter. And today is a beautiful day in the 60s. But you know what's coming? 40s. So, my friends, let's get started. All right, my friends, let's get started here. Okay, let's go over your list of ingredients for this wonderful, hearty Tuscan Portobello Stew. First of all, we're going to need some portobello mushrooms. And then we're going to have chopped onion. And we're going to need 3 cloves of garlic minced. You're going to need some olive oil. I'm using a white wine from Gouvernement Winery, Chardonnay, one of my favorites. You can also use a vegetable broth. Obviously, you're going to need some chopped kale. You're going to need about 2 cups of chopped kale. And for your spices and herbs, you're going to need some bay leaves, thyme leaves, some basil, and some rosemary. You're going to need salt and pepper. And you're also going to need 2 14-ounce cans of diced tomatoes and 2 15-ounce cans of cannellini beans or Great Northerns. And I chose Great Northerns because this is what I have, but they also have a little bit more protein in them than the cannellini beans. And last but not least, my sous chef this morning made this beautiful rustic sourdough loaf, and we'll be having this with our stew. Happy cooking. Okay, let's get started with making this hearty Tuscan stew. Here we go, portobello stew. All right, so first we're going to add some extra virgin olive oil in a pan. Okay, it's getting nice and hot. And then we're going to add our mushrooms, onion, and garlic. We're going to saute these until they're tender. My friends, making this Tuscan Portobello Stew, I'm reminded that my granddaughter is on her way to Rome. She's going to be studying there for a semester, and she loves to travel. So I know that she's going to be coming home with a lot of wonderful stories. And she loves to cook. So hopefully she'll share some recipes with me. All right, let's get these. I think they have to cook about 8 minutes or so just to get tender. Something about cooking with mushrooms, they just soak up any oil that you put in there. And here I am looking at my pan, man. Starting to smell really good. I love the smell of garlic cooking. You know, and my sous chef and I, we're going to start doing some videos or YouTubes on our farmhouse living. And when I'm cooking with this garlic, and I'm running out of my own garlic right now, I'm reminded that we've got 84 heads of garlic that are coming up out in the garden. And so we'll be taking you with us out there and showing you all the different things that we're going to be doing to start our gardens in the spring. And I'm looking forward to that garlic. All right, these are looking like they're getting tender. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add our half a cup of white wine. I've got to cook this for just until the liquid reduces by about half. All right, it looks like it's reduced some. So now we're going to be adding our 2 cans of diced tomatoes. And let me get these all stirred in. Then we're going to be adding our 2 cups of chopped kale. This will all cook down. Once I get this stirred in, we'll be putting in our seasonings. Okay, so we're going to need 1 bay leaf, some crushed rosemary, some thyme, and you'll find the recipe in the description box. And here we go with the basil. And the pepper. And then we're going to add some salt. About a 1/4 teaspoon. And let's give this a good stir. And once it comes to a simmer, we're going to cover it for about 10 minutes, and then we'll add our beans. Right, I think we can go ahead and cover this up. And set the timer. Our timer's off, so now let's see what we've got here. It's been 10 minutes. Oh, that looks nice. Whoops. Add this here. Okay. Give this a stir, and then we'll add our beans. It smells really good, you know, the mushrooms and the garlic. Okay, let's add our white beans here. They've been rinsed and drained. And then make sure you take out your bay leaf. You don't want to mess with that. Looks pretty good. All right, my friends, we have this beautiful, beautiful, hearty Tuscan stew, Portobello stew. Very easy to make, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. And my sous chef, Old Fuzzy, was so kind to make a sourdough loaf for me this morning to go with this. And I'm just really curious to how this is going to taste, because I've never made it before. But before I get started, the Gouvernement Winery, which is in Rappahannock County, is the most exquisite winery I know of. And if you ever get a chance to come out to Rappahannock, you have to visit Gouvernement Winery. And the Chardonnay is one of my favorites. And it goes perfectly with this hearty Portobello Tuscan stew. All right, let's give this a try. And make sure you say hello to my good friend, Nick Gouvernement. Smells delicious. I can smell the garlic. And, oh, let's try. Let's first just taste a little bit of the juice here. Oh my goodness. Great flavor. It's just really, you can taste all of those herbs and spices coming through, and that fresh garlic and that kale. It's such a delightful, delightful stew, and I do hope that you give it a try. And the kale, oh my goodness. It is really, really good. You know, it'd be great on a cold, wintry day, and it would also be good in the spring. It reminds me of spring for some reason, too. And take that sourdough loaf, dip it in there. Delicious. And don't forget to, I get teary as a grandma. Say a prayer for my granddaughter for her safe travels. Happy cooking.